Hey guys, I'm back from the market video. Let's get started. I'm recording somewhere else today and I forgot my mic, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, let's start with Sword and Shield base. So unfortunately, the news I put out yesterday kind of got reverted. The seller was replaced with another seller for 450, and that one trade seller actually lowered its price a little bit. So now Sword and Shield base is kind of back to where it was before. Um, it rose up from 340 to 365 on the 22nd. Ever since then, it's been stagnant, so it kind of just went back to that. Pretty much everything else stayed the same. Evolving Skies, I will note that it did have some confirmed sales of that 1412 price, so that's good. So that's sort of stabilizing. And after these two sellers, the next one is 1477. So we'll see if that actually increases. But yeah, it looks a little more optimistic than before. Next we'll go Scarlet and Violet, and I think the big thing is Stellar. And I'm probably not big enough YouTube channel to just affect the market prices, but I did make a video yesterday talking about how Stellar is probably gonna make movements because I did see it suddenly go back up a little bit, and also on Pokemon Center, the we are kind of getting there where it's gonna sell out, and there's two big topics on most people's minds. Even if they don't know much about Pokemon, it's booster boxes and PCTBs on Pokemon Center. There's only so many available, and those are sort of the obvious eventual opportunities, I would say. So on Pokemon Center, there's Battle Cells, Temporal Forces, and Stellar Crown. And I said how Stellar Crown's probably gonna sell out soon based on the rate, and not like immediately, but it's like getting there to the point where you should start thinking about it, especially now. Even if you don't buy Pokemon Center, like you can get slightly cheaper on TCG Player, or you can get cases. So it's something just to think about. It's gonna race soon. Temporal Force, on the other hand, isn't really in danger of selling out soon. And if it does, I'll let you guys know. And another one's Battle Styles. So yeah, Stellar Crown, the booster bundles. I'll give you a little preview. They just sold out on Pokemon Center, so that's also another reason why these things will go up even more. But yeah, we're hitting MSRP, and I think the rate's gonna go up in the next few days or a week or so for selling. I think they're selling a little over 100 a day right now, and there's only like 5,000. All right, next, Paradox and Obsidian went down a little bit, not really dramatic, but they went down the day before too. So we are seeing a slight little correction with Paradox and Obsidian. And then Surging stayed the same, which I just put out there. I don't know for Surging. It's been kind of happening where like it's been steadily decreasing demand. And yeah, we are seeing the last day, it's like it was usually about 20 or 30 boxes a day. Yesterday was only 12, so we are seeing like a slight decrease in demand. All right, so bigger news than that is Crown Zenith. I'm seeing more things being bought for Crown Zenith, and they're not the biggest dramatic spikes, but I'll just show you. So the booster packs, yeah, like I've noticed like there's big spikes every now and then, and right now we have like this bigger spike over here of 500, which is a pretty big amount. Like normally on other days it's more like 100 to like 150 sometimes. Like this one's like 300, this is 300. So yeah, 527 is quite a bit more, and I like to think about that in the context of the other Crown Zenith stuff available. So let's look at those. So booster bundles also had a little extra. It's like double the normal. A little spike yesterday. And Sea and Sky actually went down, but Sea and Sky's been getting more bought out because it's been so much cheaper lately. Okay, now let's look at this. So yeah, Sea and Sky is still the cheapest price per pack. I think I told you guys yesterday, it's pretty insane how you can get Crown Zenith for $6 a pack, even on just TCG Player. You don't have to go to Samsung or anything. And it's just $1 above MSRP in this bull market. And this price drop, a lot of this is because it was making Pokemon keeps doing this. Crown Zenith is so strong that it can recover from anything, and so it will continue to recover. But then Pokemon will be like, okay, we don't want recover, and we'll print more, and that's what keeps happening. So after the last thing where they printed a bunch of Sea and Sky and booster bundles, it took a while for it to recover because they printed so much, and it was finally recovering. We were seeing prices in like the sevens on price per pack. Um, and it was getting high. Like Crown Zenith was even up to like Sea and Skies were actually like 120 at some point, like over here on the 19th. And then yeah, it was around this time when the recovery finally happened that they're like, hey, we're gonna release a bunch of Sea and Skies, and now we're back to basically another buying opportunity. I made a video on that. Like, this is your buying opportunity. I don't know if you can do any more. I don't know how aggressive they're gonna be, but yeah, that's really cheap. Even if you can't get a Sam sub, if you can get a Sam sub, it's like a really obvious buy because they're just so affordable. But yeah, Crown Zenith is such a strong set that it doesn't make sense not to pick it up in some capacity. And the ETBs, they're the thing that's been steadily going up. It was at like 101 or 102 for the longest time, and then 27th it went to 105 and 109, then just like a little more. So it keeps going up. So yeah, I think people are seeing that the ETBs have the value. I guess it does have the promo card, but yeah, they're going up in price, and they are like a starkly difference in value. Like before it was closer. Like if you look over here, the ETB is only like $2 more per pack, but now it's about $3 more per pack, at least compared to booster bundles, and it's like $5 more per pack compared to Sea and Sky. So yeah, this is the buying opportunity because these other things are more available: the packs, the Sea and Sky, and the bundles. I don't see ETBs ever really being sold or MSRP anymore. Okay, next, I think 151. The main change was just the PC ETB. So I'll go to my 151 section. Oh, yeah, right here. So yeah, 151 hasn't been changing much. So I've just been, excuse me, I've just been putting out like the differences. And yeah, the PC TB has been kind of moving. It was at like 353, then 358, 368, and then 379 today. And then the binder collections went down a little bit, so I just noted that it went down about like $5. But that's for 151. And Prismatic has some drops. The day before there was like zero difference in pricing, but yeah, over here the ETBs went down. It hit like a low of 110. I'm like looking back to see if it was low before. It went down to 114 before. That was the lowest. 114 over here. Yeah, this is the lowest price that I've seen for Prismatic on TCG Player. So, and then the PCTBs have gone. Oh, isn't that an increase? The PCTBs actually went up. They recovered actually, so that's actually wrong. But yeah, the ETBs. Oh, I reversed these colors. Yeah, the ETBs are going down. Price per pack. Let's see. The cheapest is still at about $10, like $11. If you do the 3-pack things. So they're kind of the resistance to like they're kind of the floor of how low pack prices go. Like there's no product that's gonna be lower price per pack than those products. Either those or the loose packs. So like the ATB is like approaching the loose the 3-pack things. Usually I feel like it's not as neck and neck, but yeah, there's that. Um yes, there's we still have a lot of items that are still way above um the MSRP $5 a pack. But a lot of these items haven't been released yet, so I feel like the prices have been stagnant just because there's no available supply. So like bundles haven't been released, surprise haven't been released, tin displays haven't been released, and yeah, the tins over here. And yeah, but everything that's been released has is still around the same price. Like it's except for the PCTBs, which always have a premium, they're all around. They're all pretty relatively cheap for Prismatic in this bull market. It's still expensive, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. And I think a lot of it has to do with just people getting it at Walmart and Target and vending machines, and the honestly the opening experience not being so great. But if I look at Prismatic, you see the 310, the 110 price, and demand is going down slightly, but we're still selling about 200 a day. Yeah, I've been looking at the rates of selling, and it just doesn't seem fast enough. So like there's only like 10 to 40 of the other items sold, and there's like usually higher amounts. So it just doesn't seem like it seems like we're gonna be in a stagnant period for a little longer. So if you're tracking this every day, it just feels a little really slow, especially for such a hype set. Binder collection and then packs. Okay, joining together. Honestly, it's really hard to track this because there's only so many sales that I see. But I see this is about normal price. 100 for normal ETB, 200 for that. This is really cheap, but I'm always iffy on. Yeah, they use the normal they use a normal ETB image, but then they say Pokemon Center ETB. But yeah, I feel like that's just an error listing. But if that's really Pokemon Center ETB, then that's really cheap. The armor rate should be 200 and not like 130 with the shipping. This is like normal price. This is really pretty expensive for a booster box. This is like 280 with the shipping. So usually it's more like 210, 230. That's normal. That's a little below, but that's still relatively normal. And that is about normalish, maybe a little higher than normal. But yeah, there's not a lot of sales data. And Battle Partners is still around 120. So I see all these sales. Some of them are around closer to 100. But yeah, 120. When I look at the data, the cards, I think this moved up in popularity. I think some of the prices of the singles have already decreased. But yeah, the most popular cards are this Lily, Iono, and another Iono, and even Hop is up there. Another N, Salamence, um, Lily. I'm not actually sure who that is. Oh, Iris. After that, the prices get pretty low. Like, if you think any of these are gonna rise, these are pretty low prices. Like, look at this. Article is only $10. It's really cheap. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.